Hi everyone, this video will serve as a tutorial on the daily progress sheet assignment in IOL. On the next page you'll take a quiz after reading this page and watching this video. The quiz will cover the daily progress sheet. First of all, I'd like to cover the labs. When you are required to come to the labs 2 days a week. If you are Tier 2, you'll be required to come in 3 or 4 days a week. And if you are Tier 3 on the MTSS process, you'll be required to come in 4 or 5 days a week. The purpose of the labs are to complete work, the daily work in your classes, or to make up past due work. Socializing is part of the labs, but the main purpose that you are there is to complete work that is due in your classes. So the daily progress sheet serves two purposes. The first purpose is to keep you on track. It's to provide some SMART goals for your day on what you need to complete in order to stay current in your classes, in all your classes. The second purpose of the daily progress sheet is to keep your teachers informed of your progress while you're in the lab. So they will be walking around checking on you. They'll look at your daily progress sheet to see the progress you're making and if you're keeping on track. If you're making no progress in all your classes, they'll redirect you and bring your attention to the daily progress sheet as a guide to get your work done. So the first things you want to look at are the reads portion of this assignment page. It's going to cover some of these things, and all these things, these 4 points here, will be on the quiz on the next page. So first thing is the daily progress sheet is designed to keep students focused and on track when in the labs. Upon entering the lab, students will be required to pick up a daily progress sheet. These progress sheets will be already printed out for you, and they'll be by the laptop cart in the Gateway lab and in the Central lab. So they'll be already printed out for you. If you already have your own computer, you just need to go over by the laptop cart to get your daily progress sheet. The progress sheet is your ticket out on days you are in the lab. So after completing your progress sheet and before you leave, after you've been there for 3 or 4 hours, whatever you are required to be there for the day, depending on the tier you are in the MTSS process, you will need to take the daily progress sheet to the engagement specialist, which is Mr. Kearney, or the administrator on duty. And if you don't know who that is, you'll need to ask who that is at depending on if you're at Gateway or at Central. There's a couple things that you need to review, and we'll pull up the sheet itself to review the daily progress sheet itself and how to fill it out. So here's the daily progress sheet. There are 3 different sections. The first section is a list of classes you will work on that day in the lab. So if you have math, English, US history, and biology to work on, list those classes that you work on that day. If biology doesn't have an assignment that day and you have nothing to make up, then don't list it over here. Just list the classes that you're going to work on that day. But if you have something due in 5 classes, list all 5 classes. Then for those 5, let's say for right now, for the sake of this tutorial, you have 5 classes that have work due that day. Then you go and find out what the 5 assignments that are due that day in class. Okay? And they might not be due that day. It might be a 2-day assignment and you're just going to work on it and you're going to finish the rest of it the next day. So what you need to do is you need to list the 5 assignments over here that you're going to work on that day. And then you will list also right here the estimated time this assignment will take to complete. So if it's a 2-day assignment, it might be a 2-hour assignment. It'll take 2 hours to complete. So you put it's a 2-hour assignment, and I am completing 1 hour today. Okay, so your goal is to complete 1 hour of that assignment. Okay, assignment 2 might be that you're just taking notes on something, and it's a 1-hour assignment. So that's a 1-hour assignment, and you'll finish it that day. Okay, so for the 5 assignments, where you go in Schoology to find out what assignments are due that day, you will go into a couple different places to find what's due that day. The first place, if you go to Home in Schoology, over in Upcoming, you will see all the assignments that are due that day in all of your classes. All of your classes. Not just one class, but all of your classes under Home. It will list all the assignments that are due in all the classes you are enrolled in. Okay, so if you look at this assignment, you don't know what class that's for. You could click on that assignment. It will take you to the submission page for that assignment, and you can see it's due for U.S. history. Okay, you could also go into and find out what's due that day in U.S. history by clicking updates. And you can see what's due upcoming Monday. In this case, it's July 7th. Monday, we'll say it's Monday, July 7th. And you'll see for that day, this is due. It will also show you everything that's been assigned so far in that class. So Tuesday will have what's due, Wednesday, so forth. Okay, if we go back home, we have all the rest of the assignments there. Okay, so that's under home. The next thing, if you go into, let's say that we want to go into the civics class and you want to see what's due in the civics class or what's been due so far. You could see due dates under grades in the class itself, and you could see the due dates next to whatever has been assigned in the class. So you could see the title of the assignment and then when it was due. Title of assignment, when it's due. All the due dates are next to the title of the assignments. Make sure that you look under formative and summative assignments. So sometimes down the bottom it will have a summative category that will have assignments due. That's another way to find out what's due in classes. A third way to find out what's due in your classes is sometimes teachers will post due dates in the updates. So in the announcements portion, they'll say, maybe sometimes they'll say what's due that week in class. So you could go into the updates, and sometimes the teacher will post in the announcements what's due. Okay, and always read the announcements every day to see what is on your teacher's mind and if they have any important notes to give you. All right, and the last thing, we'll look back on the daily progress sheet itself. And I'm going to open that up here. And we'll put this up down here. So after you complete an assignment in the daily progress sheet, you'll take it from this assignment, this middle category, and you write over here in completed what you have completed over here. Okay, so assignment 1, you'll put whatever you put for assignment 1, you'll put over here in completed. Whatever you put for assignment 2, after you complete it, and only after you complete it, you put over here in the completed section. If you have assignments to complete that day that are makeup assignments that aren't due that day, you can write them over here as makeup assignments. But I would just write them in the course list over here of courses you're going to work on that day. And if there's a makeup assignment, just put it with the rest of the assignments that were due on that day. All right, that's it. Your teachers will also work with you in the labs to get you to fill out this daily progress sheet. And that's all I have for you on this tutorial. Thank you very much.